We're testing the levels right now. They look a little low.
Level testes.
I'll turn it up with just a tish.
This episode of By the Bone, level testes.
Level testing.
I do not have level testes whatsoever.
Yes, but they're very lopsided as well.
They go one, it's more than the other.
You know, like when there's those shoes on top of those telephone wires? That's basically my balls.
Just dangling in the breeze.
Dangling in the breeze. I got nothing. That's fucking amazing. Welcome and hello, spuds, mongoloids, spores, molds, and fungus. It's the February 8th, 2016 episode of By the Bulb. I'm Brian Studley.
And I'm Jeremy Backlar.
Tony Yermes.
And we are here to talk about the stuff that pleases us in movie, TV, video game, and just general nerd news.
Anything that tickles you.
Yep. Yeah.
Tickles you down anywhere. Upstairs, downstairs.
You know that feeling you get like when you're going down a roller coaster or like a steep hill and tickles your taint a little bit?
Yeah, and you're like, ooh. That's what we give you.
Yeah.
How lovely.
It's all your nerd feelings. How you guys been?
Oh man, you're fucking, just getting back in the swing of things with school. It feels like I'm not even really in school anymore.
Yeah. We all have senioritis at this point anyway.
Because I still have some classes that I show up to, but I show up at such weird hours that I never see anybody that I know anymore. It's all people younger than me. That I'm just like a weird college hermit.
That's probably my most standard schedule in the entire time I've been at CSUN. I only go Tuesday through Thursday. I have one class on Wednesday. At the most, I'm there at 2, and I'm out in the afternoon. I'm free the rest of the day. So
that's
it's just
awesome.
I'm just coasting in and out,
Yeah. Oh.
Just do what I got to do to get this fucking degree, you guys.
Oh man, yeah. I'm in there Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 to 9:15.
Yeah,
that's
a breeze.
And it's a 100 level class, so it just doesn't matter.
What is this?
Yeah, what is that?
I'm just there to be there. It's an it's an actors class, a theater actors class for non-theater majors.
Nice.
So you're learning about classically trained.
Are you going to be performing?
God, I hope not. Right now, they just have us stretching.
The arsonist had oddly shaped feet.
Yeah. We're gonna see where it is. But I show up. The guy knows my name. Whatever.
As people do.
It's a nice little swan song. It's like, all right. Yeah, Came in with some freshmen, I'll go out with some freshmen.
Goodbye. Yeah, right. Exactly. I came in the oldest, gonna go out the oldest.
Oh, wouldn't have it any other way. But unfortunately, I'd say the last 3 episodes, we'll start it off just by giving a little R.I.P. Abe Vigoda. Another one bites the dust.
Jeez, man. I mean, is it really messed up? That when he died, I thought, look who's talking now, not him.
Grandpa. Yeah. You're right. Because that's the first thing, look who's talking is the first thing that I knew.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's so good, where he was John Travolta's dad.
Yeah.
It's so good. And also in The Godfather, obviously, great movie.
Yeah. Not until later did I,
He was in Good Burger as well. He worked at
He worked at the Good Burger. He was collecting a paycheck for a while there. Pretty much all the people that I talk to, like my girls' folks and stuff, they're like, oh yeah, Barney Miller. Yeah, he's on Barney Miller. Okay,
I have no fucking idea what that shit is.
In my life.
You don't know no Bonnie?
I guess not. But yeah, that sucks. But he was like 94 or 96 or something.
94. He was an old guy.
So, rest in peace. You're going to pour out a little Coors Light to you, Abe.
Abe.
No, I'm going to drink it, though.
I'm going to drink it.
But yeah, that's speaking of just old cherished things. I haven't seen Hateful Eight. Tony, are you the only one?
No,
I saw it.
You saw it? Okay.
I saw it again.
Right.
Recently.
Well, I read something that there was this old guitar from a museum the legitimate thing. They brought it on the set, and it's Jennifer Jason Leigh, right?
Yeah, Jennifer Jason Leigh starts playing it at one point in the movie, and they were supposed to bring in a prop version of the guitar because at the end of the little part of the sequence, she says something that pisses off Kurt, and then he just smashes the fuck out of it.
Yeah,
and they were supposed to switch it out for a prop guitar.
She's pissed off at his song because his song's about like somebody dying, like killing.
Well, he's pissed off.
Yeah, he's pissed off. But like, also side note, if you get the soundtrack for that song, the only version of that like song in the movie is just like the audio of the movie from that scene.
Really?
Because like she was actually singing and she was actually playing. Somebody like taught her how to like play it, and
it looked good, sounded good.
Yeah. So like if you buy the original soundtrack for the movie, that's the song. It's just
nice.
And with everything going on and them pouring the coffee and hey, I know
there's
Brian hasn't seen it yet, but
whatever at this point, it's
the coffee.
But if you look after I heard because I heard this story too. I think I heard it on a different podcast, Geek Show podcast, and they were talking about it. And then after I thought about it, I was like, yeah. She did kind of freak out a little bit at that point. Like, if you look back at it, that did seem sort of...
She's like...
Like, she was really reacting to that. She was like, no, look, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
It's like, as a character, you'd think, okay, well, he smashed the guitar, you know, and she doesn't really give a fuck about anything.
Right.
So why is she freaking out so much? So it's just another funny on-set story.
Well, right, but I guess that was the question I had for you guys was like, was it worth it? Like, do you think
I didn't. I mean,
you would have been able to pull off the same sort of reaction with, say, a replica guitar?
Probably not. I mean, it's sort of... Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, like in Alien, would it have been the same if they didn't know that the alien was going to bust out of John Hurt's chest?
No, it's
that
true.
guy almost had a heart attack.
Yeah.
One of them, you know.
Yeah,
so
really. Oh God.
Goodness gracious.
Well, yeah, I mean, Jennifer Jason Leigh obviously had some respect for the thing, and she freaked out a little bit, I guess.
She did freak out.
She did freak out.
But that was a good scene.
Yeah, well, speaking of things that you respect from the past, this is just a little toy news. They're bringing back these things called Madballs.
Yeah.
Do you remember these guys?
Do you know something? My mom saw you post that and was like, you guys like Madballs? You remember Madballs? And I was like, what? Your friend Brian posted the Madballs.
Sounds like Linda Belcher.
No, that's not what she actually sounds like. It's just, I'm adding a little flavor.
No, you're... I was really, really young when Madballs were out, and I remember I definitely had the purple one, the Cyclops-looking one.
Yeah.
But it was just a weird thing, you know?
Yeah, you
like,
put it on your mouth or something? And
they're like little stress balls almost.
Yeah,
Not as squishy, though. They're like Nerf.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things you would just...
Madballs,
exactly.
yeah.
You'd walk into like a
think I remember the
7-Eleven,
commercial.
or in the Midwest, they used to have a White Hen pantry.
White Hen Pantry.
Yep. And they'd have them, and they were just fucking awesome. And I love
squish them
bringing
and like stuff would cut out like their eyeballs or their brains would come out. Was that was?
That was something else.
Oh,
yeah.
that was different.
These are like these are just like the texture of like Nerf balls.
Yeah.
You know. But they were just gross
They're
looking
wacky.
and cool. Yeah, right. And like stoners in the 80s would have them. Like, my uncle had a couple. But like, so they're bringing it back. That's one thing. And then they're like more. They got the rights to make some Marvel characters, which in itself.
Oh
like,
yeah, I saw the Venom one.
Yeah, I only saw the Venom one. It's the only one I saw. But it looked gnarly and really cool. So
cool. We had.
I'm gonna have some balls around here.
Check out these balls, guys! I got a new ball.
I got a new ball.
You know,
just make sure the dog doesn't
topic
get
New
it.
mascots coming.
Things that were in the past that maybe some people have never heard of. I was back in the Patch, Bakersfield, this last weekend.
Is that what you call it, the patch? You said that.
I call it the Patch.
All right,
Baker's Patch.
Baker's Patch. Well, because it's like all farmland.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
patch.
That's a good name. I like
Miles
it.
and nothing.
Yeah.
The armpit of California, I also refer to it as.
Well, isn't like Newark, New Jersey, the armpit of America? So like,
Never been.
you're not that bad. You're not that bad. Oh, I've never been either, but it's fucking. I was told it was the armpit of America. So why the fuck would I want to go there?
Yeah.
Sorry, you're in Bakersfield.
I was in Bakersfield. And one thing, we were just like hanging out, and my stepmom brought up the Time Lady on the telephone. Do you remember the Time Lady, Brian?
No.
You don't remember the Time Lady? Okay, so this was
Tell me
between...
what did she do?
Yeah. Okay. So apparently this was this number that you call, and then the time lady would pick up and say, the time is exactly blah, blah, blah after the beep. And then people would just call the time lady. And then we were like, well, what the hell was the point of that? Didn't you guys have watches? And she's like, shit. But then we looked it up, and then she was telling us like she used to call the time lady all the time. She'd just call the time lady. People would just call the time lady. And then we looked it up, and there was like a bunch of other people that did this. They all just called the time lady just to like something to do because they just really had nothing else to fucking do with those
per
days.
phone call back in the day? No? Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it did.
Was it like movie phone where you just call in? And...
Yeah, it was like that. Knows. And there's clips of it that you can find on YouTube. Like just a few people actually have clips of this time lady.
God damn.
It was such a strange thing. I just felt like I had to bring it up.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, check out the time lady.
Is there a temperature lady? Temperature guy.
That'd be good. Yeah. He tells you Celsius and Fahrenheit.
It'd have to be a lot more temperature people, though. It couldn't just be a temperature lady.
Well, I mean, you need to know. You'd also have to specify.
Yeah.
Because, like, where are you, man?
She's not going to be able to spout out every temperature everywhere.
Temperature in Studio City can be very different from temperature in Woodland Hills.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Geography.
Yeah, so I guess we should probably get like some actual movie.
Yeah, what are we?
Entertainment news.
What are we here for?
Well, the only thing that I could really scrape up is this more Blade Runner 2 action happening here. Well, I didn't realize that it's got old dreamy fucking Drive guy Ryan Gosling in it. Ryan
Gosling. I mean, he looks like he'd make a good. Blade Runner.
Well, it's got it's still got fucking what's it, Han Solo? Jesus Christ.
Rutger Hauer.
But yes,
Rutger Hauer.
It was his birthday, or his Inception.
What?
It was his creation day, like a month or so.
His creation day,
right? Because they show it as he's looking at like some of their files and stuff when they were created.
Oh yeah, when he the Roy Beatty.
Yeah,
the
it was
Nexus
Roy
6
Beatty. Yeah, exactly.
Replicant.
So I spat that out thoroughly, clearly.
Yeah,
and everyone was satisfied.
Now everyone understood.
But I was surprised to learn about this Blade Runner 2 because I mean, Ridley Scott's doing an Alien friggin' sequel or whatever it's happening, but he's not directing it. This guy Denis Villeneuve is directing. He directed that Sicario, which I heard was really, really good.
Yeah, I heard that was good too.
And he's got another one. Oh, Prisoners, that one with Hugh Jackman.
Oh wow, that one was really good.
It was good. It was long. It was too long.
It's a pretty intense movie. It's more of like one of those movies that's long and emotionally draining.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I didn't feel like I don't know. It was almost like I just kept thinking like Mel Gibson. If you guys ever seen Ransom,
yeah. Give me back my shot. Totally. Is it one of the Wahlbergs in that movie? Donnie?
Maybe. Right? He was in Sixth Sense right at the beginning, and he had his little stint of being a weirdo in movies, right?
He was a weirdo.
Was he a weirdo? Well, at least in Sixth Sense, he was kind of looked a little scraggly, a little like he'd been, I don't know, maybe one too many pops. Maybe looked like he was maybe a little bit trailer trash.
Maybe.
So here, I mean, we've talked last episode. It's kind of dry season for hardcore new trailers.
Yeah,
but it was
Oscars,
the Super Bowl celebration, Super Bowl 50.
So they had to get some sweet little plugs.
Babies.
Yeah, and you guys, Jared didn't watch the game.
I didn't. I'm sorry.
He's not a football guy. Tony,
I'm
by default,
I'm also not a football guy, but like I always wind up watching it because there's food and beer. I'm not
I also I'm not a football guy, and like I don't want to like. I'm not a football guy, and I like want to see the Broncos and the Panthers even less. Maybe if it was some other teams, I might have made.
You just didn't like that. Okay.
I didn't give a shit about.
But I mean, you've watched Super Bowls in the past.
I've watched Super Bowls in the past. I'm not a super big football fan, but like a lot of people in my family like the Raiders. Well, my grandpa likes the Raiders.
The Raiders.
A lot of people like the 49ers, and I side with my grandpa, even though I know nothing about football.
If I had to pick a team, I'd pick the Raiders just because my dad.
Over the 49ers?
Yeah.
Absolutely. It wasn't that very good of a game. Blah,
It
blah,
was a
blah.
terrible game. They're just dropping the ball every fucking 5 minutes.
It was sloppy as hell.
This is one of the only things is like when you watch the Super Bowl, something usually happens, like something cool. You're like, oh, okay, I'm glad I actually watched this sports ball game. Not this one. It's just like, oh, it dropped it again.
This gentleman's agreement.
Yeah. Oh, they scored it again. Like, oh fuck! No one could do a come from behind thing. No one could pull like an Eli Manning, hard strength. None of that's happening.
Helmet catch type situation.
Could do the come from behind.
They weren't coming from behind this time.
Jeremy's getting a kick out of the come from behind. The halftime show was fucking. I had to walk away.
Yeah, I was like, what?
There's a lot of controversy about the halftime show, and honestly, I don't really fucking. It's a fucking halftime show, dude.
Yeah.
They're like.
It's not for me as a sports fan.
It's for everyone.
That is not for me.
It's for the people who don't give a shit about sports. You just watch. Yeah, I mean, and. It's Beyonce. I mean, I'm nothing against Beyonce. She doesn't make terrible music. It's not music I'm, into.
Not my wheelhouse.
Not what I'm into.
One thing though that I found out because Beyonce was performing is that during the game I texted someone and then they asked me like who's playing at the halftime show and I was like I don't know, Coldplay and Beyonce and then
they were like,
it auto corrects on your phone. It capitalizes the B and then puts the little accent on the E. Yeah,
Beyonce.
On your
I wonder
freaking
how
phone.
much money Beyonce
I was like, what? I
paid
never
for
spelled
that.
Beyonce.
shit,
I've never
right?
texted Beyonce.
Or maybe just replaces Beyonce with just the little emoticons of Queen Bee.
But if you put Beyonce, it doesn't work. It's got to be Beyonce.
Oh.
God damn.
Oh boy. Anyway, so what they do, they show you. Sometimes they show you trailers for shit you haven't seen anything for yet, but it doesn't really seem to be the case
but they
nowadays.
do really good promos.
Well, there was the quesarito. No one saw that yet.
I'm talking about the things that matter. Like movies. So we have watched a trailer for all of these movies except for one, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll discuss. They had a new Deadpool trailer. He made a funny joke about he wanted to be an athlete because he wants to have families all across the country.
Yeah.
It's funny. That movie is going to be good. Tony, you were saying it's getting good reviews.
I think last time I checked, it was like 100%, maybe 99 on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, it's ridiculously positive stuff.
Man, Ryan Reynolds he's a really good actor, and that's a really awesome. Deadpool's just a really great character.
He's born to play Deadpool.
And that movie,
he's been trying to play it for a decade.
Yeah.
The movie, I mean, everything that comes out with it, I don't know, unless they have just like the, fucking world-class editors that can edit shit into a really cool trailer, I think it's going to be a great movie.
Which has happened. It's happened,
But
just looking at it, it just looks like they nailed it with Deadpool. I feel like I'm just going to love the shit out of this movie.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid of the hype either. I'm not going to be like, oh, maybe it'll be afraid of the hype. I was like, no, I'm diving in. Deadpool's going to be great.
It's the first rated R superhero movie, right?
Exactly.
Watchmen.
Oh yeah,
but that doesn't really.
Well, but that wasn't like a.
Yeah, they're superheroes, but it's not like a
mainstream.
franchise.
I mean, Deadpool's mainstream, but not mainstream.
Oh, he's made, dude. There's kitties all over the place with little Deadpool shit.
I feel like Deadpool's still. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I always thought of Watchmen, even though Watchmen's a comic. I always thought of it more as like a. I mean, it's a novel. It's on like the list of like the best American novels.
Yeah.
Of the last century.
One funny thing about Deadpool too was I remember reading some like side by side thing with like Affleck and then Reynolds as Deadpool, and then Affleck was like, "Hey, so can I keep the suit after this?" And they're like, "Yeah, you want to pay $100,000? You can keep the suit." So he's like, "Nah, you keep it. I'll take a picture." But then Ryan Reynolds, they asked him if he took anything. He's like, "Yeah, he took like a prop that I guess is going to be a big thing in the movie, like a stuffed unicorn." Okay, and he took a fucking suit. He's like, "I've been trying to make this movie for 10 years. I'm walking away with a suit."
Bravo.
I have the feeling too that he's just going to show up at places.
And just be in that suit.
Yeah.
What if he's on Hollywood? What if he pretends to be like one of the dudes on Hollywood Boulevard?
That would be amazing.
And then
if he goes to like Comic-Con, he's one of the Comic-Con Deadpools.
The 3 Spider-Men on Hollywood Boulevard would be so pissed.
Yeah,
they would be so pissed at him.
So pissed.
Hey, where are the guys wearing tights?
Where the guys?
Oh man, I'm going to Comic-Con this year. So.
Are you?
You should shut your pie.
Oh, that's right. You are. That's right.
Like legitly, because last year I fucking fumbled my way to a Sunday, and because of that, I got the whole weekend.
You got
go on the street.
Yeah,
we're gonna make you work when
buy
you're
the bulb Comic-Con coverage this year. That's what we're getting. We're
gonna have to record a phone call of you.
Well, no, it's good, Tony. You're gonna have to get a Vine account. You gotta make a Vine.
I'll have to buy the bulb Vine, and I'll just Vine the whole fucking time.
I love it. Yeah,
I'll be Vining it.
Or have you?
How do we not have that yet?
Have you ever heard of? Have you ever heard of?
We got Twitters.
Yeah, we got. Do we have a By the Bulb?
We have a By the Bulb Twitter. Yeah.
Fucking. We do.
Yeah.
Holy shit! No one's using it. I gotta get on that. That's kind of part of my job now. I mean,
go
social media.
Take it, guys. I was gonna try and do something with it, but I'm just so bad at Twitter. You guys.
I'm not made for it. Yeah.
I think I used our account once.
Instagram, you got an Instagram?
I mean, we have a Tumblr.
We do have a Tumblr.
We have a Tumblr. Right. That was one of the first things we made.
No, wait. We changed the Tumblr. Remember, at first it was bythebulb.tumblr, and then you changed it to Thunder Thumbs.
No, that's always been my Tumblr.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't we change one? Because we were like, none of us should be By the Bulb.
No.
Do we still have a By the Bulb Tumblr?
Yeah.
Who knew?
I haven't. You think I've just been using the By the Bulb Tumblr we made all those years ago?
I thought you changed the name because we were like, neither of us should be the By the Bulb, and then we never went back and made one just for By the Bulb.
We did. It is just By the Bulb.
Well, we're going to start using stuff that we made.
That's a little diatribe. Has nothing to do with anything ever.
X-Men Apocalypse.
X-Men.
Yes. Pretty much all the same shit, except, Professor X says, the whole world again. And Psylocke with the boobies slicing through her.
Well, okay, so when I was talking about last podcast with the musical choice in
Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad. Is it even worse?
What was this? It sounded
I don't know. I'm sorry. I feel like such an old man.
I can't even remember it.
Because I hang out with...
It sounded like everything that...
It sounds like everything.
Here's some explosions.
It wasn't even... It was like it's like some shit you'd hear in a club or something. Or not even. It's like on an MTV show.
Really?
An MTV reality show or some shit.
It wasn't good, but I know what you mean. It sounded like there is a way that people are singing right now.
Yeah.
And this sounded like that. Like, there's a certain inflection that they're singing. I can't really describe it.
It's something... It's the way that they're recording it. It's dumb.
Did they record it in doubly?
In doubly diddly. 5 point doubly.
So yeah, thumbs down. Oh, I'm sorry, thumbs up for Deadpool. Yeah.
Oh, thumbs up Deadpool. Yeah.
X-Men.
No.
Thumbs down.
I'm still waiting. I'm just not gonna reserve judgment just yet. I want it to be good.
Yeah.
And I'm psyched to see that they have that one little part of the trailer where you get to see fucking what's his face as Quicksilver.
Yeah,
because that was the best part of the other movie. It was him in there for like that second, and so more time with him. Like, that's cool. Olivia Munn, like that one shot they used. I don't know.
Yeah, right. They used that Dutch angle
through the car.
For me, like a Dutch angle and effect shot is just covering up something that looks shitty to begin with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
it makes you think like, did you make that a Dutch angle because the framing was shitty, or like? But like, it's also like there's like this like thing
so much to do with that
ever
shot,
since.
Yeah.
I mean, the Batman TV show is like the quintessential comic book movie / TV show thing, and ever since then, it seems like if you're making a comic book movie, you have to have a Dutch angle, at least sometimes.
So for the audience who might not know what Dutch angle means,
yeah, right.
A Dutch angle is a super, super low shot looking upward, right?
No, it's cocked.
No, it's the camera cocked on off. It's not level, so it's slightly.
So it's just, but it's at the lower angle. Right?
It's like it doesn't have to be a lower angle. It's just all the shots where it's like pow,
just the cock.
Well, somebody wasn't paying as much attention in film school.
It's okay. You're an editor.
Don't worry about it. Who's setting up the microphones here? Not me. I promise.
You need a Dutch angle on that, Tony? Okay, I'm in a fucking room. Get away from me.
God damn it. I actually put on the resume that I'm the sound mixer for By the Bulb.
Did you?
Yeah.
You should.
I did.
Do it.
I did.
So yeah, all right. So I'm gonna say thumbs down for that.
Yeah,
really,
I don't
same
want to
shit.
see that.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
10 Cloverfield Lane.
That looked sweet.
J.J. Abrams produced.
Yeah. So I mean, I really liked Cloverfield. This looks really.
Did you? Okay, I've never seen it. Like,
never saw it.
I didn't care.
Tony's face right now. You can see Tony's face.
it's you know what happened? I'll tell you. I didn't see it for the longest time, and then I saw a South Park episode, Randy Marsh making fun of
it.
I'm so
startled. It's a giddy bear, stupid.
At that point, I knew that if I watched the movie, that would be in my head the whole time. So
yeah, no, that's fair.
I did watch it.
Yeah, I did watch it post after seeing that episode, and it was in my head, but I was by myself, so you could like sort of bury that.
Yeah. Was it good? I mean, you liked it?
Yeah, no, I liked it.
I enjoyed it.
It is directed by Abrams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was an Abrams orig.
Tony's a fan.
I was a fan.
You guys didn't see the look I was getting, which is noteworthy.
So, yeah, there was a look, but I was also itching my ankle real high. So it may have been a little more intense than it was meant to be.
Oh my God.
Just take a step back.
Yeah, but for whatever reason, when Cloverfield came out, I forget what I was doing. That was 2008?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a while ago. That was a while ago, folks.
It was a while.
Yeah.
And I remember actually looking stuff up online about like what the monster's going to look like, and I was super into it before it even came out, and I watched it, and I was like, oh, that was pretty dope.
I remember the trailer
I
that
haven't
was
seen
just
it
like
since,
the
but I
Statue
liked
of
it.
Liberty's head rolling up.
Yeah.
And that was it.
They had a bunch of cool stuff.
But I don't know.
And that was also, what's his name? That fucking guy that's in everything now. He was in the Shock Top commercial.
He's
in Deadpool.
He's in Silicon Valley.
Silicon Valley. What is it? What is that guy?
Oh, the curly-haired guy?
Yeah.
Guy. I don't know.
And when he popped up on the commercial, I was like, oh, hey, it's blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name. But yeah, I was
Anyway, so 10 Cloverfield is supposed to be in the same universe, right?
Yeah, I think it's like the same. This is because it seems like whatever happened started in New York City, presumably.
What's his name?
T.J. Miller.
T.J. Miller.
T.J. Miller. What a guy.
But like, so presumably it started on the East Coast in New York City.
Right.
This seems like it's on a farm somewhere further in, so maybe it's like after that shit started to hit over there. I don't know. It seems really cool to me. Tony, I don't know. I know Tony's seen Red State.
No.
Have you seen
yes,
Red
I
State?
have seen Red State.
Didn't John Goodman sort of seem like a continuation of his character in Red State?
Yeah,
to me, like
sort of like,
if that happened,
fuck, why don't you listen to me? Red State is awesome. Yeah, you're right. Like, he didn't seem like he was a villain, which, at least in this 30-second spot, it sort of seemed like he was. Like, he had trapped the lovely Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Oh, yes. And she does not get enough work. Because every time I see her, I'm just like, oh, that girl.
I like it away.
She's just
Ramona.
She's a doll. Oh, Ramona.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. But it looks like she's like trapped or something. She's trying to get away from him and stuff.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know.
This is a really different tone from the other trailer that they have out, too. Because the other trailer, it's like you see that it's her, and it's John Goodman, and then it's another guy. And it looks like they're just a family, and then they sort of expand out. Like they're doing puzzles together, and they're like hanging out and having dinner and having a good time. And then the trailer's like a minute and something, and then by the end of it, she's just whacking a freaking bottle over John Goodman's head. And she's at this huge door, and they're inside this compound. He's like, "Don't open it!" You know, fucking John Goodman jowling all over the damn place. And she gets out, and that trailer was crazy. I was like, "Damn, that looks sick!" So I'm excited for this movie.
No, yeah, all due respect to John Goodman, but you're
what do they call the fucking?
You guys remember The Borrowers? What was that movie?
The Borrowers. Oh,
I have never seen The Borrowers.
I saw The Borrowers. What are the Gungans though? How's the fucking Gungans?
Oh, wait, Boston Ass.
What is Sabi doing?
Yes. We're giving you a bongo.
So thumbs up for 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah.
It does look interesting. It'll probably be a red boxer for me. But red boxer nonetheless. Next thing is Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. We had previously watched and shat upon a trailer, and this one is also I mean, honestly, guys, it's not fucking any different.
It's not that great, but
it has fucking Krang in the techno.
Brian, you heard it. You heard it a couple casts ago. Brian Studley called it Technodrome. Super dope.
Still a red boxer, but
still a red boxer. Yeah. But hey, that's where the last level on like all the video games happens, right?
Yeah.
It's the Technodrome.
Yeah, it's true.
Turtles in Time, man. You gotta get a ROM of that if you don't have a.
Get the Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game for the original NES. Yeah. When that came out, that was the holy grail.
Yeah, that was
because that first one for NES.
I think that was my first multiplayer side scroller.
Yeah.
That was like the first one I ever played.
Yeah.
It's a freaking Ninja Turtles game.
Awesome, dude. But yeah, they got the whole bodysuit for Krang and stuff. It's like spinning around.
It looks dope.
It looks really, really cool.
And when he it shows just like one eyeball and like in the little fish tank thing.
Yeah.
He looks alright.
And I don't know if I'm just getting used to these turtles and how they are. Like I didn't mind them so much in this. Like whatever.
I feel like you're out of the three of us, you're trying the hardest not to hate this movie.
No!
I think you want to like it, Studley. I think you do.
Brian, I think, is the biggest Turtles fan.
Yeah, definitely Brian's biggest Turtles fan.
I don't know why.
But I mean,
broke my
after
heart
watching
so many
these other
times.
trailers, I think I might at least watch it. I had no ideas. I mean, like no
I didn't see
inclination to
the
watch
first
the other
one,
ones.
but I feel like
I still don't think I would.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Don't see the first one. Yeah, I mean, I'm just. That was the thing, like, I remember when Ninja Turtles 2 came out, I was like, okay, here we go, Bebop and Rocksteady.
But
Toka and Razor. Like, I was like, why?
Especially because they are Bebop and Rocksteady, but they just changed their names.
Essentially.
Could they not get the rights to those characters?
Dumb. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Didn't do the research. I don't know. But the fact that they've got... fucking you've got Dimension X, you've got Technodrome, Krang, Bebop, Rocksteady, hopefully Shredder Stop, bring something better to the table this time around. And you can fill the rest with just bullshit.
Yeah.
Megan. Casey Jones also, who's the Arrow, right? It's the Arrow guy.
Yeah, Casey Jones.
Could be cool. If nothing else, something to throw on, like the Dark Crystal. Right now, every episode, I throw on something on the TV just to set the mood.
Brian, it's like, some people have white noise. Brian has white visuals. It's just always on.
It's comforting, though.
It's nice.
I've come to expect, what's Brian going to put on this time?
No, it's G.I. Joe. Is it going to be Thundercats? Or...
Is there any time I'll kind of glance over?
You never know with this guy.
It helps me out. It's a selfish move, but nice. I figure it's not hurting you as long as I turn the volume down.
It's like, it's like you go to a bar, they're playing something funky sometimes.
Right. Sometimes. That would be one of my favorite things about running a bar is deciding what to put on the TV.
Just some like weird obscure shit to just play.
I'd make a schedule. I'd hop around. It'd be great. Anyway, Ninja Turtles. Where are your thumbs for Turtles?
It's a sideways. It's
sideways.
I'm not
sideways.
sure.
Okay, on the fence.
I'm on the fence on that. I mean, I'll probably. I don't know. I may I just never go to the Red Box. I'll probably wait for it to be on Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think if it's on Netflix, I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah. All right. Ooh, Netflix.
Netflix. We've never had one of those.
I'm just gonna give it a thumbs up. The visuals look cool. Moving along, we've got the next incarnation of the Civil War. I feel like pretty much every frame of the Captain America spot for Super Bowl had new footage in it.
Yeah.
And it looks really cool.
Sweet, man.
Cool, dude.
Yeah.
People have given up. People are fed up with the Marvel shit, but I think it looks really good.
I think it looks good, man. I mean, this most recent trailer was a lot, but especially like they didn't use a popular song. They just fucking made a trailer, and it was great.
No, but what they did do, they did like. I know you guys don't watch too much sports, but like college sports, what they'll do is if you're watching a college basketball game or football game or whatever, they'll have a commercial either for one of the schools that's playing in that game or the conference that they're in. So like say you have like a USC game, there'll be a commercial and there'll be like a bunch of students being like, "We are SC! We are!" And that was the fucking audio in the beginning part of this trailer.
It was just like,
fuck you. But other than that, I mean, the fucking visuals were great. there's that part when Winter Soldier goes to just shoot Tony Stark in the face.
It's like fucking hand armor.
Yeah, it's like a little watch.
He's got his little watch. He's
like,
if I gotta crush something quick.
The look on his face is just like, you fucking just, what did you just try to do me? And then they have the two sides lined up, the profiles at the end.
Ant-Man was in there.
Yeah, it was cool.
Ant-Man.
The first time you see Ant-Man in any of the trailers so far.
Yeah, that's true.
We didn't know what his alliance was.
No, wow.
I think maybe we could have guessed.
Yeah.
Who was it that brought up that Ant-Man could have been in every Marvel trailer? You just wouldn't have known it. It was like,
Zing. Wow. Looked pretty cool. Yeah, Black Panther was in there.
Yeah, saw that.
That looked, it just reminded me of the X-Men cartoon back in the day. Like, when it rose to a crescendo and they clashed. Looked really cool. I didn't write it down here too. There was a Coke commercial with the Hulk and Ant-Man in it.
But they showed no one's face. There was no Ruffalo and there was no Rudd, but there was Rudd's goddamn voice.
There was Ruffalo in the Rudd.
Ruffalo Rudds. Buy him now.
Buy him now.
God. So yeah, Civil War. Where are your thumbs?
Up. My thumbs up.
Up. Yeah.
It went from apprehensive to up, I would say. It's not too much tuna.
All right. Oh, what is this? Oh. What is the meaning of this?
What is the meaning?
All right. So the last one we're going to talk about is the longest one. It's actually a trailer for the Jungle Book. We talked about it before. We had that teaser. I am partial to this.
I liked it.
It's Tony, go ahead.
Okay, so I guess this trailer was the one that was on the Super Bowl. Is the one that you got?
It's when I put in the YouTube's Super Bowl ad Jungle Book, it came up.
I feel like the one I saw was way shittier than that. Because at first, when you brought it up, I was like, I preferred the trailer where nobody was fucking talking because it was a lot more intense.
Yeah,
and then because the trailer that I saw just had Bill Murray at the end, and he says some like lazy ass line. Is like, oh, it's referring to bare necessities or something. And then you kind of see Bagheera talk a little bit, but whatever I saw in the Super Bowl was not that, because that one, it made it look cool. I enjoyed seeing all of them talk with their voices and shit. That's the first time you see Walken. The first time you see
Dude, Idris Elba as Shere Khan sounds.
He's got that like dead eye.
I didn't see that dead eye before.
Yeah. Well, that was
cool.
I mean, it's like 2 minutes 15 seconds.
It's a long trailer.
But yeah, when they show
a little bit of everybody
walking as King Louis, like I got ears for my ears.
That's so good. Great. I loved it. I loved every part of that trailer. I want to go see it. It made me miss it. I don't know. It just reminded me of watching The Jungle Book when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I just want to go see it again. You know, I want. I got some chills at one point.
Yeah,
like, you know.
Is it when Murray was talking about saving the kid? Yeah. Like he couldn't let anything happen to the kid. I got a little chill.
Right, because that's a direct line from the Jungle Book.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll never forgive myself. Like anything happens to that kid.
Oh, Baloo.
Yeah. That fight that looks good there. Him and Shere Khan going in. The only thing that felt out of place to me and like sounded like it was in a studio was the Scarlett Johansson as cop. That sort of stuff. I thought, like in the first trailer we watched, I thought it was all right. But for whatever reason in this, I don't know, it didn't. It sounded like too clean almost.
Yeah.
Like she might have been a little flat.
It wasn't hissy enough.
Yeah.
I don't know, there wasn't enough flavor.
I'll go with a little more sauce on that.
I buy that. People buy that.
But yeah, overall, man, it looked good. So thumbs up all around.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
All right, the only 3 thumbs up winners are Deadpool, Civil War, and Jungle Book.
Jungle Book. Go put your thumbs up on.
Beautiful. We're going to take a break, folks. Enjoy this commercial break.
Madballs. Gross for one, gross for all. We play with a Madball. They're gross, funny, yucky, sick. There's 8, so you can take your pick. We throw, catch, it's fun. There's so much gross in every one. Freaky fun is what they're for. There's so much ugly, so much more. Gross for one, gross for all. We play with a Madball. We play with a Madball. We play with a Madball. Madball! Madball!
Freaky fun for everyone, sold separately from Amtoy.
Madball.
In the Black Fortress lies an unthinkable terror, an unspeakable evil, a force of darkness, the Beast. A prince must rescue his princess bride and save a world from total domination. This is a tale of heroism, adventure, romance, and incredible power. Crown, Thursday at 8 on Fox 11.
All right, we're back, everybody.
We are
For a
back.
delicious break.
So good. We ate it up.
God, actually, I'm feeling it already. I'm gonna have to take a little deuce.
Uh-oh.
Cookies.
Yeah,
We're going to
absolutely.
turn into like a morning radio show where we just like...
Jeremy and the douche.
The pig!
Me so horny. Welcome back. We have discussed a little bit of this Pokemon thing that's coming out. And some gaming news from By the Bulb. Gaming news.
BTB.
Yep. We watched a little trailer. There was a Super Bowl spot for this one. It doesn't count as a trailer, but it's a commercial.
It's a commercial. Yeah.
And it was almost one of those things that, like, I don't know.
It made me feel good.
Yeah. 20 years of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I mean, I haven't been...
Years.
It's been... I mean, there's 150 Pokemon, in my opinion.
151.
How many are there really?
151. Really, there's like over 500, right?
Yeah, it's got to be
It's
close
like-
to 6 now.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'll take the time at some point to go and play those games, but I don't know.
I've tried.
You have...
I went to I think I tried Diamond or Black or someone.
The DS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got an emulator, and I was just
For
like,
me,
I'm
it's
gonna
all about-
do an emulator with some of the newer ones. See what
It's all
like.
about blue and red. I didn't even really play yellow that much.
Oh, I loved Yellow. That was my first legit playthrough. Was Yellow.
Really? Because
Yeah.
Was that like a special edition?
Yeah.
Yeah, after they made blue, and I played through... Well, they made blue and red at the same time, and I played through one, and then saved up money for the other, even though they're the same exact game.
Yeah.
Except for some Pokemon are only available in one, and
Yeah.
not the other. So if you really want to catch them all, you had to buy both.
Yeah.
The
Or have a buddy with the other
knew-
game.
Well, yeah, but I did have buddies with the other game, but like I was always like, even like I played World of Warcraft for a little bit, but I never got very far because I didn't want to fucking play in dungeons with other people. I just wanted to like do my own thing.
With you.
I don't want to like.
That's why I do. That's
yeah.
why I don't all those online shooters and shit.
Yeah.
With the
Yeah.
exception of Borderlands, like no, I'll never play like what's that one Destiny.
Destiny.
Like you have to play it online.
I tried.
Go fuck yourself.
I really tried.
That
It
game
was
seems
boring,
pretty
man.
cool.
It was boring.
I don't know. I don't have it yet.
It looks nice. It looks really nice.
I almost actually bought it because it's out on Xbox 360 as well as Xbox One.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like.
The more you know. Anyway, yeah, we got off track there. So Pokemon came. This trailer. It's from what I understand, it's a phone app. Right, it's because I mean it's smart because they've been like just tied into Nintendo for all these years.
Yeah.
And actually, I guess I don't know if Nintendo's has something to do with this app as well. But you can walk around with your smartphone, just in the real world, and like hold up your phone, and like if you see
That's a fucking Pokemon.
if you see a Pokemon, you can try and catch it. If you see people like, I guess you can set up like bases for yourself as a Pokemon master. And if you really want to be a smart ass, you could like climb the fucking Sierras or some shit and go to the top of there and set up like a camp there and then just be like, challenge me. I dare you. Challenge
That's
me.
really cool,
That's-
man.
Yeah.
I didn't think I cared about Pokemon anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I thought I was done.
It just
Dude, it's all about the question of cost for this thing.
Yeah.
Indeed, yeah, but I mean, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
it's
sure
gonna-
as long
it's
as it's
gonna
not
be a
like
pay to win.
$100, I'm going to check it out, whatever it is.
No, I mean, if it's a phone app, I mean,
Yeah,
there's
and there's
restrictions
no way
on
it's going to
these
be that.
things,
I'm just
right?
saying that's how far it would have to be for me not. to
Oh,
look into
yeah.
it.
That's where you draw the line. Yeah,
I'm
and that's
gonna
pretty
I'm
high
going-
ceilings.
Yeah, I'm going to. It's pretty high.
Dude, right? Like I don't know. I had the original Game Boy once. I fucked with someone, like I fucked with Coliseum on the 64. Right?
Oh my
I
god,
had
dude,
fun
that
with
game was torn.
Yeah.
I remember when it first came out, I didn't have the 64 yet, but you could
Yeah.
play it when you went to Blockbuster.
Yes,
So
you
every
could.
time I went to Blockbuster, it was like, God, I'm gonna be there the whole
Yeah.
fucking time.
And I remember it was really cool how you could just like you could upload your own video. You could upload your own Pokemon that you caught in the game.
With the jump pack thing.
And you could also play the Pokemon version of the game. Or, I mean, the Game Boy version of the game if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You didn't, like, you could, like, play, you know, the little, like, you know, 2D over-the-top thing.
Yeah.
Was in, you know...
They also had that for I think Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo had like a crossover thing like that where you had to just put the cartridge in the cartridge and you could play it.
I don't recall anything like that.
I do not.
But
that happened.
I'm not as big of a. I've always had the Sonys in my. I mean, I had PlayStation 2. And then I got Xbox 360 for no reason. I thought I had friends who I would play games with, but I don't I don't hang out with any of those people anymore. And I really wish I had bought a PS3 because they were the same price.
Yeah,
and I only bought it to play Red Dead Redemption, and it was also on PS3. I could have just fucking bought that game.
Yeah,
and I could have been playing Dark Souls. And
I went through like 5 or 6 360s, and I have had one PS3 since like 2000.
Yeah.
They last.
I mean, I have an Elite, an Xbox 360 Elite, so it's a little bit it's black. It's got 80 gigs of space on the hard drive.
Oh my god!
It's those, but by that point they had solved any issues they'd had, right?
It still is pretty loud. There was one yet newer than mine that came out right after I bought it. That has like a silent fan in it, and mine's pretty loud.
Well, right. Yeah. Like my PS3 at this point is loud as shit.
Yeah.
Like, even like a half hour, it's like...
one PS3, that shit's still running. I gave it to my cousin, though. I'm just like, that thing's still kicking around, damn.
Yeah, but this thing sounds great. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't. It's been a while. Like
it's been a while.
I know Pokemon just like I used to do.
That's good.
But yeah, I'll check that shit out. I don't know what's coming out. That commercial was cool. Like
it was.
Basically showed a bunch of kids throughout the world doing some shit, some sort of competition in some sort of way. Like I can do that, and I can do that.
Yeah.
And that part at the end though, when they're watching that, there's like this.
Yeah, and the dad was like, "You could do that."
Yeah.
That was a little weird. That made me feel a little weird.
Right? Like it was like those coach dads that are just like, I'm gonna live vicariously through you. I wasn't very good at Pokemon, but yeah.
Can't eat until you've caught them all.
How many people you challenge today? How many people
did you challenge? Did Jimmy beat Jimmy?
That kid sucks.
Jimmy. He starts with Magikarp and he beat you. God.
I think you just wrote a nice little sketch.
Pokemon Dad.
So I mean, I don't know. I haven't been playing any games. You guys been playing games at all?
Shit, dude. I've been busy.
Yeah.
And when I'm not busy, I just veg on the Netflix. I have a lot of things I've been watching.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's about that time for.
Let's do it.
What you watching?
What are we watching?
What are you watching?
It's By the Bulbs. What you watching? Mine have a theme. I don't know. I don't care. I'll go. Tony, you want? Okay, I'll go.
Go ahead.
It's just schlock. I watched 2 movies and they were just schlock.
Mm-hmm. It's the best.
80s schlock. One of them is from the 80s. The other is an ode.
Yeah, it's 2015, correct?
Yeah,
Turbo
that's correct.
Kid. Yeah.
First, I watched Crow. Which was I don't know if I've talked about it before, but I mean, there's a Fry's next to where I live, and the thing about Fry's right now, what they're doing, they're just trying to get their discs out. They're trying to get Blu-rays out of there. Like, they just don't want them anymore.
Yeah.
You know, they're just sitting there. I feel like I'm the only guy that checks it out. But the good thing about that is that they're getting desperate. So some of these movies, like the Crawl Blu-ray, didn't even have fucking subtitles. Like at this point in the game, like if you're on Blu-ray,
you don't even have subtitles.
You don't have subtitles.
What? Like not even in? What did they have? Like other language subtitles or just?
No, this is not an option.
You're watching Crawl.
You want to watch Crawl? You got to be a fucking English speaker. You piece of shit. God damn it.
So Crawl is from 1983, and it is. There is this wave of 80s fantasy movies that are like sort of on the edge of like really weird, dark, and just goddamn
like
terrible.
Legend.
Legend.
I love Legend, but
Bighorn guy.
I don't love. There's visually, I love Legend, right? But you get the little like elf boy, which is weird. The acting is pretty terrible.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Cruise.
Old Cruisey.
It's Tom Cruise.
It's the dark one or
Who's the
whatever.
horn
Tim
guy?
Curry
It's
is
Tim Curry, dude.
Yeah.
Tim Curry is the devil.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they call him the horned one,
Yeah,
but he's the
right.
devil. He's the fucking...
Hey, Bighorn
Amazing
guy.
though.
Amazing.
All right, so yeah,
Anyway,
Legend.
yeah.
If you ever get the opportunity to see a movie called The Sword and the Sorcerer, it is disgusting. It's awesome.
Do you, have you ever seen Dragon Slayer?
Yes, I have Dragon Slayer. Great, fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, everything that you want. Like, and there's more that we're not naming, and I know it for sure. Conan, fucking, I don't, whatever. So this is supposed to be like that. I think the tagline for the movie is like a world beyond your imagination.
Yes, dude.
But it's just like sci-fi fantasy, and it's bad. It's really bad.
Yeah.
But basically, this guy is the chosen one via the prophecy. Imagine that an older fella comes down to join him and show him the way.
Oh. How's that shoot?
Yes.
Clever naming. He's called the old one.
The old one. The chosen one and the old one.
Get it straight.
Do we also have the baby?
Yes. And then do we also...
And that was Willow. Willow and the baby.
No.
But he's got to go on this quest. This princess gets stolen. Same old. There's nothing really great about the story, but Liam Neeson is in it.
Yeah. Liam Neeson's?
This actor, I can't think of his name, but he's like Hilgrad from Harry Potter. Hagrid. That's what I said.
Hilgrad? He graduated from the hills?
Not a Harry Potter guy.
I'm not even that big of a Harry Potter fan either, but that's funny.
He's in it, a very young one, and there's just like the story's bad. Liam Neeson's giving his best. He's giving his college best.
Yeah.
But there's some visuals in this movie that are great and nice and cheesy. But there's this one point where basically the best part of the movie for me is that the old guy has to go into this trap and talk to this lady, the widow of the web. All right, and in order to get to her, she's in the center of a spider web. In order to get to her, he's got to climb along this like giant spider web, and then they have this awesome stop motion like clear spider that comes down and is like fucking with him and stuff, and it was just fucking great. There's also like brutal killings. There's some decapitations. The aliens when they kill them, like they chop them in the head, they yell out this squeal. It's like it's consistent. It's the same like track every single time, and like when they bash their skulls in, these like insects, these giant insects, just like crawl out of their skulls and burrow into the ground. Yeah. Like,
so
right?
Isn't this
it's
the movie
fucking
where
so
like,
weird.
The like knights get abducted by the aliens, or like they go into like the spaceship or something? Like,
no. This is about. They're trying. Basically, the good guy's trying to track down the bad guy, who they call the Beast, in what's called the like black. Christ. I don't know. It's like the Black Castle or fucking whatever. But it changes its location every day.
For sure.
So it just teleports to a different part of the planet. So that's why they have to go talk to the widow of the web. And anyway, he dies, she dies, everybody dies except for the people that matter.
Love that.
And it's good. I mean, for fucking $7 and no closed caption or no subtitles.
Am I right?
Not bad.
I was about it.
I was about swoop that up.
There are better. There are worse. But then, in an ode to '80s just terribleness, Turbo Kid, which you kids,
I keep seeing it up there.
You can find on the Netflix. Yeah. It's strange. It's a strange production because it's like an alliance between New Zealand and Canada.
Nice.
I don't know how that happened.
That's weird.
But it's just about this kid that idolizes this superhero that he's reading about in comics and like post-apocalyptic days. It's 1997, post-apocalyptic.
Word. That's really awesome.
And the only way anybody gets around are on these like bikes with pegs. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, they got no gears. It's just awesome 80s music. Tons of blood and very, very gory. And Michael Ironside is the fucking bad guy.
Oh my god. See you at the party, Rick. Yeah,
he is Zeus, the bad guy, and he oh boy, he delivers. He really delivers. And anytime you have like a bad guy, like henchman or like a right hand man that doesn't say anything, he's got this guy that's got this like metal skull mask that just has these huge bulging eyes, but never says a thing. And he's got this like rotating like saw blade like shooting mechanism. He's just fucking maniacal throughout this movie. It never says a thing.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. Yeah. Hour and a half. I really, god damn it, I recommend Turbo Kid. I had such a fucking great time watching it. It was, dude, it was today. It was fucking long weekend. Susan's turn around, she's like, what the fuck are you watching?
What is this piece of thing?
Like, it's great. I can't help it. 1,000 thumbs up for Turbo Kid. That's what I've been watching.
That's what I've been watching.
What you been watching?
What I have been watching. So, I actually watched a bunch of stuff because I was sick since the last time we podcasted, but far too much to talk about in one episode, so I'm just going to pick two things.
Far too much.
I watched The Spoils Before Dying. This is an IFC show that they just put up on Netflix, and it's a spin-off kind of The Spoils of Babylon. Which was another like little mini series they made.
Yeah, so it's a comedy.
It's a comedy, yeah, and it's so good. But this one, it's still Will Ferrell as Eric Jean Roche, the guy who wrote Spoils of Babylon. He wrote another book called Spoils Before Dying, and it's also was made into a movie miniseries thing, and it's great. I don't know, it's really good because they're so good at being like really professional. Everything is so professionally done, but it's just fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Fucking
I couldn't make it through like two episodes of Spoils of Babylon.
I love it, dude. And especially
I watched the whole
you watched the whole thing?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Oh man.
Spoils of Babylon was so great, but like I mean especially let me look up this actor's name, man. I can't fuck. Where is he, man?
Where'd that guy?
Where is that guy? And oh god. Okay, so there's this actor named. So I don't know. Whenever you guys watch something that's pretty funny, and you recognize an actor who's being like totally ridiculous, that you recognize from something very serious, and it makes it that much funnier.
Yeah.
So this guy Chin Han, he was the bad guy. He was in Dark Knight, apparently.
Oh, was he the guy who's just like, I have many bank accounts, Mr. Dwayne.
That's it. But he was the main villain in the first season of Marco Polo. Great television show.
Loved it.
Marco.
All right, before you guys say anything, whatever.
Yojo?
Anyway, he was so good at being like a sociopath, like someone who like lived a very terrible life. And like is in a crazy position of power, and he was like he's so good actor. And then in Spoils Before Dying, he's a Chinese man playing a Mexican guy. Makes it so good. It's so great.
Is he doing that like an accent and stuff?
Kind of. I mean, he doesn't like do a crazy. He still has like his accent that he talks in, but like he just like his name is his actor's name is Salazar Velasquez or something like that, and like Velasquez. No, that's how they say it on the show. Is why I said that, because it's supposed to take place in the 50s, and like even like the main character, Michael Kenneth Williams, he plays this guy named Rock Banyan, who's a jazz musician, and every time like the cops are hassling him for stuff, and like they keep saying, he's like, it's because I'm a jazz musician, which is code for it, like, I'm black. But it's like their way of saying I'm black because it's the 50s. Like, it's because I'm a jazz musician. And Maya Rudolph is really awesome in it. Fucking Tim Meadows is in it. He's great.
Really?
Yeah,
Tim
dude.
Meadows.
There's just a lot of, like, they have a really good... Haley Joel Osment plays his British manager. It's fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But I recommend you watch it. It's not I think Spoils Before Babylon, or Spoils of Babylon was a little bit better than Spoils Before Dying, but I would say still go watch it because it's just like professional shit.
Yeah, looks good. Now, how many episodes was Spoils of Babylon?
6. They're both 6 episodes.
I might as well.
Yeah, and they're all on Netflix, both of them. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah.
Check it out.
Is that a Netflix original?
No, it's an IFC thing, and it's IFC and Funny or Die produced it. It aired on IFC. Will Ferrell is one of the main producers, and it's great.
Nice.
Will Ferrell also plays he plays Eric Jean, like on Spoils of Babylon and Spoils Before Dying. He like plays Eric Jean Roche playing one of the characters in his own movie. So like in this one he plays fucking the head of the FBI. What's his name? Harry Truman or something. Fuck, I don't know. I feel like an idiot right now. I feel like a giant goddamn idiot. Will Ferrell.
Keep saying his name.
Will Ferrell, ladies and gentlemen.
Just fill up the blank.
J. Edgar Hoover.
Hey,
that's the name.
Leonardo DiCaprio, you mean?
Yeah. J. Edgar Hoover. But yeah, no, he played. Anyway, funny show. Watch it.
Nice.
And I also watched. Finally, I was kind of avoiding it. Don't know why. But I just decided to watch Marin.
Because I told you to watch it.
You told me to watch it. Probably. Well, if Tony, like, I gotta find my own thing. I can't just be like Tony.
You avoided Mark Maron for so long before I finally forced you into looking at any of his shit.
It's true. It's true.
Because I was talking about that fucker forever.
No, yeah, Tony.
Yeah.
Tony did it first. But I watched the first 3 seasons of Marin because they just put them on. They put the 3rd season on Netflix, and I just binged on it. And it's funny, man. I mean, the first season, there's a couple episodes that drag a little bit, but it gets really good.
But you get those gems. I'm also gonna be piggybacking off of this Marin thing because I didn't really watch a lot, so like I'm just gonna interject.
So I mean, there's just a lot of the stuff that. He's just like so good at being like really real and funny. I don't know. It's kind of like Louis. It's like a less depressing version of Louis. I feel like.
Yeah. But I don't know. I guess is it it's more honest or because I feel like Louis just goes. Really,
I feel like
really
Louis just like going for the kill.
Yeah. And Marin's just like, well, this is my Marin, some shit I do.
Like the episode when he's like having an affair with that real estate chick.
Oh, that was such a good
like,
episode.
I want you to bend me over in front of the piano. And he's like having sex with her, and he's like, wait, you have a husband? And she's like, you should just fuck me anyway. And he's like, okay.
And that was also the 2-Vamp episode.
Yes, the 2-Vamp.
Yeah, he like goes to a record store and he's talking to some shitty like hipster kid behind the counter, and then he's just he's asking about like an album. I forget what album he's asking about, but the kid behind the counter was like, "Oh, you fucking suck.
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy that."
Basically, he just like knew everything about every vinyl ever, and he was just like a fucking kid. And
they had like this like super nice 2-Vamp on display to buy, and then the kid was talking about, man, if only I could afford that. And Marin's like, huh.
Yeah,
well, I don't know shit about 2-Vamps, but I'm gonna buy that thing right now.
Just to be a dick, he buys like the 2-Vamp that the dude wants, because he can afford it. And then like he finds out that the husband of the chick he's banging is gonna come over, and he tries to get the dude at the record store to like come home with him so he's not alone. And he's like, I have Piper. He's like, I have the first Pink Floyd record, Piper of the Gates of Dawn. Is it a UK pressing? No, it's American. And the guy's like, oh shit. And the episode where his other like comedian friend, the one that like kept trying to do it but never got successful, and they find him dead in his trailer. That episode was
a finale for 2, right?
I think
2?
So. Yeah, that was a good episode.
Yeah.
But like that was really like
it's also directed a lot of the episodes. I don't think all of them, but most of them are directed by Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, it's good.
So that you can feel that too. You can feel Bobcat sort of interjecting and how they handle the story. And it's just
Bobcat's
really
got a weird
when they hit it. Yeah, because Bobcat doesn't always hit it.
No, I mean,
I've seen a few of his movies. I'm just like,
was it Greatest Dad or
World's Greatest Dad? That one was pretty good.
Yeah, but also fucking just depressing.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Did you ever see what was that movie? God Bless America.
Yeah.
No,
that one was pretty good.
Yeah.
It's worth
Really,
watching.
I thought that one was just okay. I wasn't feeling it as much.
It's definitely it definitely feels like a straight to DVD movie.
Yeah. It's just like, here's all the people Bobcat hates.
Yeah,
Here's a guy killing all those people.
Jesus, really?
Yeah. He's like, no, I mean, watch it if you got time to watch it. It's just not completely awful. It's just like that's all it really was to me. So it didn't really stick with me. Like World's Greatest Dad, it had some stuff in it where I was like, oh shit, all right, cool. Yeah. And then there's some episodes of Marin where it just like really sticks. And then when they hit it funny wise, and when they can also hit it sort of dramatic, darker way.
Like the episode where he runs into his friend from college that he was in like a comedy troupe with that's like super successful and basically makes like Adam Sandler style like really shitty movies. Yeah. And like he's like, and he tries to get Marin. I don't know. It's just I don't know. Tony, can you take this for? It's just really he's like really good at being like on or like getting to like the core of what's fucking with him. I don't know. And it resonates with like there's some stuff that he talks about that I feel like I identify with a lot, especially like the episode where his friend dies. His comedian friend dies, and he's talking about how he feels like he was lying to himself, how he felt like he got this certain level of success. Yeah. But he could still die like his friend Stu in a trailer park, like unknown, in obscurity. That could still happen to him.
I think he does a good job of telling something honestly about how shitty he is.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Well, not that he's shitty, but just like in sort of a way that, you know, you wouldn't handle it, I guess.
The episode where he interviews his ex-wife.
Yeah.
And he just like... he agrees to ask her about only her book that she wrote and nothing about the marriage, and then at the end he's like, if I had filed for divorce, would you have come back? If I hadn't have filed for divorce, and she's like, yes, I would have come back. And he's like, oh shit, that's so sad.
Well, that's the thing, like, you know, he's incredibly self-aware, and I don't know if he's like big asshole now, but apparently whether or not he was like the asshole that he thinks he is, like in his mind, like he brings that up a ton, and he has his narcissism is off the charts.
It's amazing, and it makes me feel so good about myself.
That makes it like every time I listen to an episode, I skip 15 minutes ahead. I'm like, all right, you're gonna talk about whatever.
I love
you're gonna jerk yourself off for 15 minutes.
His rants, like sometimes he just has a really good one. I'm just like, yes, get in there. I almost enjoy his rants as much as like a Norm Macdonald rant.
Dude, Norm Macdonald rants are special.
Yeah, totally different reasons, though. Totally different reasons. But I enjoy the
parade
rants.
for people who are fucking sucking
Tony, what have you been watching?
I also watched the end of Marin because I had been keeping up with the show for a while because a few years ago, I think it was like 2013, maybe 2012, I started listening to his podcast. Yeah. And then I got into it. I got into him. Like all the major ones that if anyone actually listens to a podcast, these are the ones you listen to, like Rogan. Yep. But there was a bunch of stuff with Marin, and I had never even heard of this motherfucker before I had just started listening to the podcast. I didn't know he was a comedian. Right. You know, I didn't know he'd done anything. And then I've been sort of just watching him ever since then. Mm-hmm. And so I wanted this show to be good. I really wanted it to be good because on IFC, it's got Bobcat Goldthwait in there. I like him too, and I just wanted it to be as good as it possibly could have been without being like a sort of a shitty Louis ripoff. Yeah, you know, not like here's Mark Maron as Louis,
and it is different enough.
It's different enough. It stands on its own, and I enjoyed the shit out of that. I gotta say, the last few episodes of this most recent season didn't really stick with me as much.
Yeah, well, the last few episodes were totally like because I don't know. It's like
there was like the drug abuse episode. Because Mark's always talking about how his sobriety. And he quit like how many fucking years ago? It was like what 20, 30 years ago at this point. Yeah,
but you still, I'm sure he apparently still thinks about like doing coke every day.
I mean, he did it with fucking Sam Kinison for God's sake. He was doing coke with Sam Kinison. Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed the last season of it, and then it did have like a spiraling mark going back into drugs because of some painkillers, and he was finally getting a talk show.
It's a pretty funny episode. Yeah, some of the things.
It was funny. It was definitely funny. But it was. So I think that probably one of my favorite lines, that one you keep quoting, is just where he like grinds up a pill, and then he starts to snort it, and he's like, "These are time release, and I ain't got the time."
You did say that earlier.
Every time he goes to like film the pilot or like go for a production meeting at the studio about the pilot, he keeps walking out the same studio exit. Like, is this the way out? And like at one point, his like back pain is so bad, which is why he's like doing Oxycontin.
Yeah,
that's why he like spiraling into drugs again. That he like brings, because like Andy Richter tells them that like it's really important to have your like you have to pick your chair for your talk show. So he's like fixated on the chair, and he has like his chair that he brought from home, and he's like wheeling out on like an office chair. Like, is this the way out?
And Andy Richter's talking about, and he's like, "Oh, did you have your own chair?" He's like, "No, I sat on the couch. It's just gut and balls, just hanging out everywhere." Coney gets a nice desk to sit behind.
It's like the two Andys. There's gut and balls. This is gut Andy. You wouldn't like balls. Or the episode where he's like talking about stealing the joke from Bobby Mendez. But like when he's on, when he's on Conan, and he like turns to Andy Richter and he's like, "How you doing?" And he's like, "I wish I was dead."
This just feels that shitty about it. That who is that? That's the guy that hangs out with Joe Rogan a lot too. He's like an older guy. He's
Bobby
got sort
Mendez.
Is it Bobby Mendez? I don't think so.
Or that was the guy that he stole the joke from.
Yeah, but the actor that played it, he's on like Joe Rogan. I'll figure it out. But I saw that, and then basically the only other thing I've seen, because I've just been so fucking busy lately, was in a class. So this review isn't going to be super as comprehensive, even though it should be, because I was watching it for a class. But I was watching it for a class, and I was just like, oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I've seen this once. So I just saw Annie Hall, the Woody Allen movie, and I feel like I wish I was a little more present when I watched it. Yeah. Because I was just like, oh yeah, it's just it's Woody Allen being Woody Allen.
Was it at the
it was at the one of the things that really made me laugh though was Shelley Duvall's cameo. Because there's this one point where him and Diane Keaton are sort of on and off throughout the movie, and his buddy with like the afro who moves to California is like, "Hey man, I'm gonna set you up with this girl. She's into journalism. She's super cute." And then you see fucking Shelley Duvall's mug pop up out of nowhere. And she's a young Shelley Duvall, but just as strange looking.
I don't know what it is about her, but I
her teeth.
She's cute.
Really?
Yeah.
With that mauve,
in the eyes?
That mauve teeth.
I understand that she's a weird looking.
You ever had a nice, really teethy kiss?
Yeah.
They're not fun.
I don't know what's. I understand where all of you are coming from. Yeah. But I still feel the same way.
Like they're just smiling at you, like the Joker is just putting. Dude.
What I'm saying is, but it's just Woody Allen being Woody Allen, and I got to go back and watch it again because.
Are you guys Woody Allen fans?
I've seen Manhattan. I liked it a lot, but I haven't seen very many Woody Allen movies too. Midnight in Paris. I saw that.
Midnight in Paris was okay.
It's a recent one I saw.
There's one that he did with Larry David called Whatever Works, and I really like that one. But I also I appreciate Woody Allen, and I fucking love Larry David because Seinfeld and Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yeah. Just amazing. Yeah. I was like, oh, Larry David is like the Woody Allen character? Hell yeah, man. I'll check that shit out. And it was really good. That was probably one of the ones I liked the most in recent Woody Allen movies. Midnight in Paris was okay. It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
I liked it.
But, Annie Hall, I think I got to watch it on my own time again because that's the one that everybody talks about. And that was like his first big... He's an auteur. He's coming to himself. He's not just doing the whole Schlemiel thing. Yeah. Because for a while, Woody Allen, all he did was like, "Oh, I'm a guy, and here's me in a funny situation, being competent."
What are you talking about, Brenda?
Brenda?
I've never ever been able to just get past it. I'm like, I just fucking hate this guy.
I was like, who you all like? Because he gets the hottest actresses. Yeah. Always.
Yeah.
And are they really Woody Allen? I mean, he's a funny guy, I guess, but like. Really?
And that's one thing with him too. He's always like going after these. It's always really sexual, considering that he's just this tiny little funny looking guy.
Maybe he got rejected a bunch, so that's what he writes and directs.
I think that's what it is. But it's also like one other thing that he always comes back to is him finding women at a very young age. Like he's always got to have a little thing where it's like, oh, in elementary school, I'd touch a girl's boob that wasn't there because we were both children. But I just discovered them so early, and she has this like kind of.
Doesn't he still do that? Doesn't he have a lot?
He's into the younger ladies,
and
he's done some weird shit, man.
Yeah, dude. So, fuck Woody Allen.
Right?
I don't know, but there's some of his movies I've watched and I enjoy.
I mean, no, some of them are he's had some good movies, but
I've never seen Match Point. Have you ever seen Match Point?
I have seen Match Point, and that's a pretty good movie.
Really? Because it's supposed to be like the sexiest movie ever made. That's what the teacher keeps saying. Sexiest movie ever made.
Out of here.
Right, every time she mentions Match Point in the class, it's the sexiest movie that ever made.
No, it's like a decent, like, sort of thriller drama, I guess.
Well, I mean, that one...
Tingle?
I didn't feel like running to the Armour Theater bathroom and giving it a quick tug or nothing.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a pretty quick review. I mean, I didn't have as much to say about things. It's just, covering the end of Marin, and then I saw Annie Hall, and I think I just gotta fucking try and watch it again because there's something about that movie that really resonates with people,
Yeah.
And I didn't really hit anywhere with me. I was just like, okay, well, that was
sometimes it's like when you listen to a band for the first time, you're like, that was kind of fucking weird, but you can't stop thinking about it. You just go back and you end up like really liking that.
That might be the way.
It might be that.
I could see that.
Well, I mean, are you still thinking about it though?
Yeah, I mean, I've thought about it since then because, but I think mostly I'm thinking about it because it's Annie Hall and it's Woody Allen. Like this,
and you didn't like it.
And I didn't.
This is a
whatever.
This is a Mark Maron episode for you. What is that? What is my problem? I can't get over it. Everybody likes Annie Hall.
What the hell, man?
But yeah, all right. Yeah, we've all been pretty busy, so the what you watchings aren't, whatever. Life is in full swing.
We're trying to spread our wings.
Movies for you.
We're all leaving the nest at the end of this in a few months, really. If you think about it.
The proverbial nest?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know when.
No, well, I mean,
I'm gonna be right in.
As in the real, we won't have this. Like, I got the reminder of like, the application for your financial aid is coming up, and I was like, I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Not gonna.
I don't have the safety net of like just picking a class and waiting for school to start anymore. You just gotta. God damn.
I'm excited, man.
I'm excited, but I'm nervous. You can't lie. You're not a little nervous, right?
No, definitely a little nervous, but like I can't wait to try it.
Yeah, no, I'm
It's been so much time where like school has just gotten in the way of other things, and now not. Like, all I have to do is concentrate on that. That's it.
Yeah,
right.
And that's all. Of course, I'm nervous because it's
eager
something we haven't done before. Something that if we fail at, it'll be a colossal fuck up because you went to school for this, asshole.
Yeah,
you'll find yourself somewhere doing something. But
I just can't wait to be trying to just do that, and that's all I got to concentrate on. Not my bullshit job, that I'm working while I'm in school. Not this class that I got to make sure I pass by the end of the semester. Just that. I just need to get a gig. I can't wait.
I just want to use the goddamn skills that I learned. That's it.
It'd be nice.
It'd be nice to prove to people that I know some things about it.
I also think it might be a little easier for post people just to sort of get in somewhere.
Which is why I'm taking the sound editing class as well. I'm going to have all my I've got production and post.
Got to do
it all, man.
There you go.
Because you just want to edit something.
You got to be a jack of all.
Someone will hire you.
Definitely. And just have a can-do attitude.
Yeah.
And fucking show up on time.
Yeah. Don't be.
You'd be surprised.
Don't be a schmuck.
Just show up on time.
Yeah.
How about that?
Right. Some people. God, fucking damn it. Some people don't get it.
Yeah. That's fine.
I don't know what.
It'd make
do you
you
think
look
it's
better.
this area?
Nah, I mean, it might like hit home a little bit more because it's just like when people are late to say, for example, it's just like whatever. Yeah. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, they don't take it to heart. We're like, it still happens everywhere else. It's just their approach, their attitude about being.
I'm the kind of person where, like, if I think I'm going to be 5 minutes late, I call. Like, hey, bro.
Well, that's fucking a great thing to have.
Yeah.
I need to be more like that.
That's a communication thing. It's a level of respect.
Yeah.
And, it comes off as that at least. You're just freaking out because you don't want to get fired.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, folks, that's what we're getting into. We're getting prepped for this stuff. And, we'll keep you posted with that. Next time we talk, it'll be around the Oscars. We'll have some little 2 cents about that. Email us at buythebulb@gmail.com, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Fucking review us on iTunes, you bastards. Fucking tell your friends to fucking like us.
Why don't you stop being a bunch of pricks listeners and do some shit?
Would you appreciate it?
I think we're going to try and make a GoFundMe.
Yeah, we've been kicking that around. Yes. Maybe a little Patreon or something. Yeah.
If you think it's worth it, send us a fucking message.
Yeah. Anybody's got experience with that, we'd like to know. And also, just fucking talk to us.
Talk to us, man.
Say hi. Hello.
We know that there's some people listening. We can tell that every month there's people downloading this thing.
You can't hide from
it.
There's just all those people are just downloading it, so that they're like, I forgot.
It would be nice to build a rapport with you, and a back and forth with the audience would be.
What have you been watching? Any trailers we've missed out on? Did we not do our due diligence? Drop us a line. Tell us wrong. But until then, happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's that time of the year.
This is the first Valentine's Day that I think me and Tony both have.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, yeah?
No, that's been going on for years.
Yeah, no. Well, me and Tony always have secret Valentine's Day.
That's the best, though, really.
Yeah, I mean.
What do you guys do?
It's a secret.
We can't tell you. Nah.
But it gets pretty raunchy.
Something for the old penthouse form.
Which
you can only read online now.
You can only read, yeah.
I'll never look at quick hardening chocolate the same again.
Oh.
Yes, so I'm Brian.
I'm Tony.
You're the other guy.
I'm not Tony.
And I'm Tony. Lights out.
You wouldn't be shredding anything if it weren't for me. I have given you vast technical knowledge, but you have not fulfilled your half of the bargain. My legions are waiting in Dimension X to storm into this world and crush it. All I lack is a body which you have failed to provide for me.
None of us is safe as long as Hamato Yoshi and his turtles roam the sewers.
With the body I've designed, no force on Earth could stop me.